So we were looking at the 2 plus study unit.
Yes.
Available unit on the 3rd floor. Currently priced at 1.989 million. So if you can see here, level 11 bought at 1.967, level 12 bought at 1.972. You will have paid 22k more and you got a lower floor unit.
Skip this video if you want sales talk. If you want the honest truth about Chuan Park, keep watching. Welcome back to another episode of Haikal Titus Honest Truth, HTHT, whereby we cut the bullshit and share with you the truth behind Singapore's property.
So if you have enjoyed our content so far, remember to like, share and subscribe, because it will really help us continue producing more honest content for you. And also don't forget to scan our QR code if you have any questions with regards to anything property related.
So if you're wondering if this is a clickbait video whereby we tell you not to buy into new launch, we can 100% tell you it is not. So if you are looking for new launch, do keep watching till the end as we will reveal to you which new launches you should be avoiding.
So for today's video, we'll be mainly talking about post launches. And if you're wondering what are post launches, it is basically new launches that has passed its preview stage. But don't worry, if you are still confused, let me quickly break it down for you guys.
Okay.
So usually for new launches, there will be a preview stage where it will last for about 2 weeks, right? So during this time where we label them as pre-launch projects.
Yes.
So buyers will come down, they will see the show flat, and then if you like, you will pass a check in order to be qualified for the balloting. And if you are super lucky, you will get a good queue number. Then on booking day, that's where you can buy a unit.
Yes.
So this whole process, we call this the pre-launch stage. So after all that is done, most of the time there will be some units left for sale lah. This is where we label this project as a post-launch project.
So in summary, all projects starts at the pre-launch phase, and then after balloting, after booking day, it becomes post-launch. And after 3 to 4 years of construction, owners will typically collect their keys. We call this TOP, and then it becomes a resale project. So why are we doing this video is because we know that every buyer ideally likes to buy during the pre-launch stage, because they think that during the pre-launch stage is actually the best. The prices are the best. However, there is a very huge luck element that is involved, because I think we have both personally seen buyers going to 4, 5, 6 new launches to ballot, right? They always get the tail end number of the ballot.
Not so lucky.
Like got 600 units, they got ballot number of 2,000 plus.
Yes, very
Right?
bad.
And if that is the case, usually these clients are very tired from going show flat to show flat.
Yes.
They can spend 12 months to 18 months. And that's where we advise our clients to look at post launches. However, there are so many post launches in the market, right?
Yep.
That's where buyers have to be extra careful not to overpay.
Correct. Because what do we mean by overpaying? Because typically for developers, right, in the post-launch,
Yes.
they will increase their prices,
For sure.
right? So there are times where the remaining units, the lower floor units, are more expensive than those bought at higher floor during the pre-launch.
Because it's kind of like where I have 500 units, I will keep the price a bit more mass market for people to accept.
More attractive.
But imagine I have 5 units left.
Yes,
I will jack up the price.
correct.
And then the mindset will be, you want to buy, you buy lor. You don't want to buy, never mind, I can wait. Because
Correct.
I only got 5 units left.
Yes, so the developers are not in a rush to sell basically, they still have time. So currently in the post-launch market, we do have about 80 to 90 post-launches, which if you ask me, Titus, I think is quite a lot to choose from lah.
A lot.
Right?
I don't even think as agents we know all the 80, 90, everything.
No, definitely not. Too many to remember all. Which means if you are keen to go to any of these show flat, see the unit or see the model, if you really like to have an immediate booking, you can do it without balloting. So
Yes.
there's no luck element involved in this.
Pay money and the house is yours.
Correct.
So now we have a case study, right? And this is based on our research for one of our clients. And the project we are looking at will be Chuan Park, a 2+ study. We will be looking at the entry price and also the floor plan for this particular unit. As of the time of recording, late December 2025, Chuan Park has sold around 90%. They have around 100 units remaining.
Correct.
So in terms of project detail, we know that Chuan Park is located right at the doorstep of Lorong Chuan MRT, 2 to 3 minutes walk. And in terms of size, there are around 916 units in the development. And in terms of amenities, just across the road, there is a small mall called New Tech Park. So very convenient for your daily food and grocery as well.
Not bad lah.
So on the surface, right, we feel that Chuan Park is super good because near MRT, near CTE, and then amenities is very, very convenient.
Yes.
But when we look deeper, we analyze the pricing of the remaining units. Saw something quite scary lah.
Yeah. So we were looking at the 2 plus study unit.
Yes.
So there is an available unit currently on the 3rd floor and is currently priced at 1.989 million.
Okay.
Right. So if you just look at price perspective, it seems okay. Why I say so is because projects like Lindenwoods and Elta, their 2 plus study, if you have seen these slides, is transacting at 2.1 to 2.3 million. Means it's done already. People bought. So at 1.989 for Chuan Park, you might think near MRT,
Not bad.
it's considered cheap, right?
Yes.
However, this particular Chuan Park unit, right, the same stack, higher floor units, level 11 and 12, someone already bought at the much cheaper price. So if you can see here, level 11 bought at 1.967, level 12 bought at 1.972. So what does it mean, Titus? It means, right, instantly you can see if you have bought the level 3 unit without doing any much research, you would have paid 22k more and you got a lower floor unit.
So this doesn't really add up and doesn't make sense because typically higher floor you should be paying more instead of lower floor paying more.
Now it's the opposite.
So in this case, lower floor level 3 we are paying 22,000 more than the level 11 and 12 unit.
Correct.
And if you're buying this unit for investment in the resale market, it will affect your profits. And this is because you will need to sell at a higher price than the higher floor unit. And as a resale buyer, right, would you want a cheaper higher floor unit or a more expensive lower floor unit? I think the choice is very clear lah.
Definitely the cheaper higher floor unit.
Yeah lah.
So now we have a proven case study where if you are buying a low floor, in order to make good profit, you definitely have to buy much cheaper than the higher floor.
The natural sense of how things should be lah.
Correct. So buy low floor unit is okay, but you have to understand what is your entry price.
Okay.
So you can see here, Seaside Residence, first floor unit earn 107k more than the high floor unit, all because of their entry price, which was 257k cheaper than the high floor, which is quite amazing. First floor unit earning more than the high floor, because usually first floor unit nobody wants to buy for what market understands usually. So
the attraction in the resale market for this first floor unit is definitely price.
Correct. Entry price yet again.
They price very competitive so that resale buyers who really like the project cannot afford the high floor one.
They go for the low
They
floor.
go for the low floor.
Yes. Next is also another example, Copa at Newton. Same also. Lower floor unit having more profits than the higher floor unit. In this case now, the lower floor earn more than 118 as compared to their higher floor unit. So what this means is, in summary, it always boils back down to your entry price.
This is exactly why we keep focusing on these two words, entry price, right, in a lot of our videos, because this is super important for post-launch. Buying at the wrong entry price, right, will definitely cause you to be stuck in the resale market. So if you're unsure, right, you can just scan our QR code. We will be able to help you out with the research and to help you see if the condo you are considering, the unit you are considering, is worth buying or not. Because the last thing we really want for buyers, right, who put in so much money into the property, is to get stuck.
Correct.
I think it's very painful, and during the course of our work, we have seen a lot of examples of clients who they are really stuck and they cannot carry on with the plans they have in mind.
Correct.
Okay, so next we will be also looking at the floor plan of this 2+ study unit at Chuan Park. Because for all our clients, right, besides focusing on entry price, we also want to focus on the floor plan and the layout.
So for the 2+ study, you can see down here, they have quite a normal layout, but we want to point out a few things lah. First is the kitchen. It's a half-height kitchen. It's not a full enclosable kitchen, right? Next is the study.
Very weird lah.
Yes, it's a bit weird, right? Because you can see here is like a L-shaped study, So if you want to fully enclose it, then the walkway will become very cramped. It
Yes.
might look very dark. So this is something that we might want to point out to you.
Yeah, the wall between the bedroom and the study, that's a little bit weird lah.
Correct. In terms of the market, for a 2 plus study layout, this might not be the best 2 plus study we have seen in the market lah.
Because a good 2 plus study layout will be master room, common room, one can put king size, one can put queen size. Then the study, a very good study would be a single bed, kind
Correct.
of like a
Ideally.
study room.
Correct.
Right, very, very nice. It could be like a 3-bedder.
Yes. So now we have seen an example of why we shouldn't buy stacks in certain developments, in this case Chuan Park. But we also want to show you guys some developments which you can consider. So what we want to share next is One Marina Gardens.
Okay.
So as of today, the day of shooting, late December, they have sold about 60% lah. So similar to Chuan Park, One Marina Gardens, or we call it as OMG, is also located right above an MRT station, Marina
Marina South.
Yes. So very similar trade in terms of connectivity.
Opposite Gardens by the Bay, going through a massive government transformation.
Yes. So a lot of exciting things happening in this location lah. So now we want to look at the 2 plus study also at OMG, particularly Stack 27. So we do have a lower floor unit available at 1.885. This is at level 4. Then we will look at the higher floor units which have already transacted. Level 11 transacted at 1.939.
So this is actually something more natural.
Correct.
Whereby the higher floor is around 50,000 more expensive than the lower floor. And this makes a lot of sense as compared to Chuan Park, whereby the lower floor unit is more expensive than the higher floor unit.
Correct. Then on top of that, what we want to compare are the average prices of Chuan Park and OMG, right? So for Chuan Park, the 2-bedder average pricing is currently at 1.909. And if you recall, the available unit for sale was at 1.989.
Yes.
Which means you are paying above average for a low floor unit in that particular development.
Yeah, about 80,000 more than the average lah.
Correct. So this is where the risk lies in Chuan Park. However, at OMG,
Yes.
the current average pricing for 2-bedders are at 2.035 million. And the available unit for sale was at 1.885.
So 150,000 lower than the average pricing for a lower unit, which is natural, which should be the case.
Correct. So if we compare these two projects side by side, right, in terms of investment, you can see that OMG, better location, much better pricing, and this makes more sense to invest as compared to Chuan Park.
Because when we look at the rental yield of this Chuan Park area, we take a 2-bedder at the Scala, which is nearby Chuan Park.
Correct.
The average rent is around 4,300 to 4,600.
Yes.
However, if we look at the Marina Bay area, right, we take Marina Bay Residence, the recent rental is already very strong at around 7,000 to 8,000.
Very high. Like.
So for both similar kind of pricing, right, you can see that One Marina Gardens is around 100,000 cheaper, but then have a far superior rental yield compared to Chuan Park.
Correct. So in terms of investment, clearly after seeing all this, right, this is why we wanted to share with you guys that OMG really is something you guys can consider. But remember to buy the right unit.
So that's all we have for today's episode, and we hope that you have enjoyed our breakdown and analysis in terms of post launches between Chuan Park and OMG. And if you have benefited from this video, and do help us to like, share and subscribe, and share this video with your friends and family members who might be looking at post launches. And thank you for watching another episode of Haikal Titus Honest Truth HTHT. We see you in the next episode. Bye.